Good morning, everyone. What a lovely sunny day to start the conference. So let's pretend to be little butterflies, okay? Okay, I'm a fat butterfly, but you are little beautiful butterflies. Right, I'm going to tell a story like Jackie said. People love listening to stories. So the story began at Feng Yun. At that time, there wasn't a butterfly reserve, at Feng Yun village. At that time, people from abroad, they come to Hong Kong. They didn't go to the Women's Street or go shopping. They go right direct to Feng Yun. To do what? There's no shopping there. But they go there and take butterflies. And they also start taking the eggs of butterflies. So at that point, as a local community, we started protecting our butterflies. If you look at that banner, it's in different languages. So you can tell who were the people who come to take our butterflies. And we start protecting and defending our butterflies against these poachers who came to take our valuable treasure, our butterflies from Feng Yun. And so we started working as a small group. We talked to the villagers. We ran the land from the private landowners, and then we start doing conservation work. We plant the place. We open the area for schools and organize to come and understand what a butterfly reserve is, how to protect our species. And that actually draws the attention of the government. At that point in time, there were a lot of arguments about marking or in the planning intention, putting private land under SSSI because private landowners would consider that they are taking away their rights to develop and to do what they like in their land. So by arranging this kind of arrangement, we pay rent to the private landowner and then we conserve the area. So at that time, the government think that we are having a breakthrough in how to deal with private landowners. So at that time, the ECF provide a private pilot project to the Feng Yun Butterfly Reserve. And to do better and to do more to protect the area. And then in 2021, CCFS or CCO office start taking care of us. And so what is the result? For the habitat diversity, we have a feng shui woodland, we have a Chinese herbs garden, we have a core zone of replanting for butterflies, and a farmland, wetland, and also a puddling area for butterflies. For those who haven't had the breakfast yet, we have a lot of mouths to feed as well.
佢好痛喎！佢一見到熱咧，佢就好。喂，有蟲食緊嘢啦！
So we have to put in a lot of plants for our butterflies and our caterpillars. And we have also nectar plants for adult butterflies. And so this is about deliverables and our results. So back in year 2000, we were talking about 78 species of butterflies in Feng Yun. And in 2008, about 192. And the most recent figure is 218 species of butterflies. That's out of 240 species of butterflies in Hong Kong. So that means almost 90% of butterflies species of butterflies has been recorded in Feng Yun. That's why we can call it a haven for butterflies. And we are not only talking about protecting butterflies, we are also talking about biodiversity and the whole ecosystem at Feng Yun. So we also do surveys of all different kinds of species, like butterflies, moths, birds, amphibian, reptile, and plants. So this is a whole ecological system that we are protecting, and we are revitalizing the area. Now we also look at how people react when they come to Feng Yun. We are always talking about behavioral changes of how they look at conservation, and in this case, ecological conservation and also countryside conservation. So we ask visitors, is it important for ecological conservation? Are you really concerned about the Hong Kong's biodiversity? So when they first come to Feng Yun, before our tour, about 48% think that they are quite concerned about the environment. And after the workshop, we are happy to find that 93% of them have got the knowledge and also got the heart about Hong Kong should be protected. And then they start to value and treasure what we have in Hong Kong. Now then we start working with all different groups. And one of them is the wintering butterfly marking. And we extend our program beyond just Feng Yun Butterfly Reserve, but we do a lot of different works with different organizations and also different funders. And this is one of the butterfly marking because we have a visitor from Japan. We found a butterfly who flew all the way from Japan to Hong Kong, and that is the first finding of such migration movement. So then that started a cooperation between us, Hong Kong, mainland Taiwan, and Japan. Of course, some of you will have some doubt in mind. Is it really true? Maybe the butterfly took a plane or a cruise. If you want to know, come to Feng Yun, and I'll tell you all about it. So that is the marking on the butterfly. And then we have all the experts from abroad who came, and we have a conference, and then we start a lot of cooperation between these 5 areas. And then we start working on something what we call the point, line, and surface system. We are thinking about people come to Feng Yun, and then also a lot of schools and organizations ask, can you build a butterfly garden for them in their place? So we start building them, and one by one. So we think if we build enough ponds of butterfly gardens in Hong Kong, then butterflies would fly from one pond to another, A to B, B to C. That would form a lot of lines in the air. And then all these lines would form a surface covering the entire Hong Kong. And Hong Kong can become a butterfly city. And then if we expand the idea, maybe a butterfly Big Bay area and even Asia. So we started this program of building different ponds in Hong Kong. It's about ecology and humans. So these are some of the butterfly gardens, some of them in schools, some of them in other education institutes. And besides that, we are also working a lot with the community. And we have this tangerine, the Chinese New Year tangerine, I think you all understand. They buy them for 15 days and then they throw them away for no reason. So we collect them because tangerines is a living plant. And then we replant them, and it's also good for butterflies. And we have been doing that for 15 years, and we have collected thousands of plants to keep them alive. And we involve a lot of local community. We have volunteers and internships. We have 12 interns last year, and we call them the Mirror Group. And Siu Lang Sui, the old landfill site, is another miracle, I would think. There used to be thousands, tens of thousands of overwintering butterflies there, and they have been disappeared for 5 years. So we work with the EPD, and then we do a butterfly garden there. And then this year, we have 2,000 overwintering butterflies that returned to Siu Lang Sui. Of course, we cannot take credit for the work. I think God sent them, really. And we work with also with different projects, with a partnership with the community. And also with Link, we build butterflies butterfly gardens for the shopping center for Link, and other activities including capacity building, as previous speaker talked, that is very important in capacity building. And so for the point line surface theory, or what we think that would be helpful, we have already built butterfly gardens for 40 schools with Link 7+, there should be 8 shopping centers, theme park, hotels, VTC, Education University, and the old landfill site. And altogether, there is more than 60 locations that we have already built butterfly gardens. And we think that the point line system will extend as a butterfly effect. So, to start with your little butterflies. So I think all these butterflies we will extend and go further. And as what butterfly effect said, when a butterfly flaps its wing, it causes a tornado or causes the wind from the four corners of the earth. Right, now I've finished reporting about the Feng butterfly research, about ecological butterfly or the ecology, but about the butterfly effect on ecology. Now I start moving to another part, it's about culture. Because I'm also a director of the Hong Kong Countryside Foundation, and we work on the Lychee Wall project. And on this project, actually the main driver is Mr. Lim Chiu-ying. I think he's here as well, but yeah, he's there, yeah. And later we also report on what the Hong Kong Countryside Foundation has been doing over the years. Now the foundation was founded in 2011, and the purpose is to conserve the countryside for the long-term benefit of Hong Kong, and also turning dreams into projects. I really love this phrase, turning dreams into projects. And so the management agreement scheme at Lychee Wall Enclave is still an ongoing project, and it started in 2017. And since then, we have done a lot of different works and achievements. And today, I'd like to focus on the Hakka Life Experience Village project. So with the Hakka, so I have to start with saying Hakka. 太遲假考啊！村長講得 is the face okay? So I'm a Hong Kong villager, and Winnie is a 村姑 村嫂 so upgraded now. Okay, so this is one of the important projects and also a breakthrough in the Hakka village experience work. This includes one very important breakthrough is about the guest house. This is through a lot of work with different groups, departments, and of course CCO. And the term 民宿 is not in the dictionary of the governments, right? And it's so difficult to get something like a 民宿 going in Hong Kong. So with the help of CCO, Stephen have a lot of breakthrough, and eventually we have found a way to have guest house in Lychee Wall, and you are encouraged to book it and stay there for a night or two to experience the Hakka experience and enjoy the Hakka village style of living. So that is a very good experience for you. And I can tell you this is a very difficult task, and we managed to get it somehow. So this is some of the pictures. I think you'll find it attractive after the renovation, right? And it's modernized inside. So, and then if you think of going, like going to Japan, you know, where Hong Kong people like to go, they go to the countryside, they enjoy the scenery, and then what's next? Is they have to find something to eat. Eating places a very important thing when you go to the countryside or you go to visit any area. Again, in the countryside in Hong Kong, in rural villages, it's not an easy job to get a license to have an eating place. Again, a lot of work had been done with the help of CCO and in the study of having licensing facility in the remote villages. Progress has been made, and I've been told that there will be a guideline coming up soon, and that is very exciting for people who want to enter into the business or actually in providing this service to visitors. And of course, the craftsmanship and cultural inheritance is important, and a lot of work and workshops are being arranged. And transportation of the water bus has started in July 21 last year, and the response is really very good. And it's people on the first trip I was on the ferry, and the ladies I met there, they actually come from Tuen Mun all the way to Ma On Shan just to catch the ferry. So this is a very popular water bus, and I think this has been extended to carry on running to serve the community. Now, there are some locations in the village that it has been deserted, and the environment has to be improved. So CCFS has been providing funding and to improve the work. So this is something like an all-round consideration, not just guest house, not just transport, but also the whole environment has to be improved. Of course, hygiene, the environmental friendly toilet has been shown earlier. And so, butterfly effect is not about just one butterfly. You're all little butterflies. So everyone is a butterfly. To make things happen, we need a lot of help from all of you, from government departments and different stakeholders. So this butterfly has been marketed. WK, that's me. But I hope that you will all become butterflies and mark your own on your own wings, and to make Hong Kong a much better city, and the countryside a much easier access and for people to enjoy. So why there are two slides of the same thing? Because the important thing, you have to say it 3 times. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yao, for your interesting sharing.